Hello and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever temporarily appropriate greeting suits you in your part of the world and in your time zones. Ow! Mother! Those are very loud today. I don't know why they're so loud. I didn't turn anything up. Ah! Bloody hell. What was that? Holy shit! Well then, I guess we're starting off big. Jamets515 coming in with a $100 donation towards the Starlight Game Changers. Yeah.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
So loud today. Thank you very much, more numbers for the 31-month resub. Some love in the chat for that. So, I didn't even get to introduce the charity stuff. Bloody hell, guys. Thank you. Anonymous Jura, 9 bits, thank you. And thank you for the other bits that came through before when I was loading up the stream. And just give me a second here, guys. I know I didn't stream last weekend. You don't have to make up for lost time all at once. Shall I just sit here for a moment?
Pat on the back for this guy!
Let me just sit here for a moment so you get that out of your system. Ooh.
30 months on my 31st birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Cheers, Spooks. Many happy returns, etc. I did not make a very good coffee this morning. I think I might have oversteeped it. Brewed, I guess, is the appropriate term for coffee. Steeping is for tea. So, I didn't even get to introduce the charity stuff before Jamets came, just stormed in, threw open the door, and said, "Hey, MRFers, what is up? $100 for the kiddies." So we are still doing, this is the last weekend, by the way. Supposed to do 3 weekends, but last weekend I didn't stream because of reasons. If you type exclamation point charity in the chat, you'll get all the details you need to know. But basically, from April 13th to May 05, we're supporting the Starlight Children's Foundation in Australia, and they do a lot of good things about trying to make kids who have to stay in hospital, trying to make their lives suck less by introducing some fun and joy. So give me a second here, I just have to take care of... I've got my Minecraft idling AFK at the zombie farm XPing, and I just saw mob cramming was starting to happen, so we have to clear that out while we chat here. So, the incentives, little gimmicks we're doing for the charity stuff. Donate $10 or more and have your name recorded in the great book of sweet peeps right here in the Minecraft world, we'll get to in a second, on a special podium we built a couple of weeks ago. Place of permanence in the world. You also get the regular donation graveyard rewards when we're doing the Minecraft stuff as well. Donate $20 or more and hear a live reading from an entry from my original 1987 copy of the Transformers Universe guidebook, which is just a bit of fun. I've been loving reading through that. So we're going to do one of those in a second, because obviously $100 is $20 or more. I can do math sometimes. $50 or more, then we get in the running for an Elgato Stream Deck Mini giveaway, which I should have had done on my desk, but everything's everywhere at the moment. The place is a mess. Giving one of those away to anyone who donates $50 or more. I didn't really set up a gimmick for $100 or more. Probably should have. Didn't expect anyone to go $100 straight on the barrel head all at once. If you need more information about the Starlight Foundation, type exclamation point star in the chat. So, I guess first order of business today is reading an entry from here for Jamets515, our latest $100 donator guy there. So, we are up to... we did Beachcomber, so Blades is next. And I don't know whether he ever had much time at all in the cartoon. He was in the comics, obviously, but I don't remember if he had any episodes, or any speaking lines at least. I think he was in a couple of episodes. I don't know whether he had any speaking lines. Blades is a helicopter. Blades. Allegiance. Autobots. Subgroup. Oh, he's one of the Protector bots. Now I remember him. Protectobot. Function. Air support. First appearance. Transformers. Issue number 24 in the Marvel Comics continuity. Quote reads, "War's a dirty game, and I'm a dirty player." Ew. He's hard. Profile reads, underneath Blade's aerodynamically designed steel skin beats the engine of your basic Street Fighter. You would much prefer using his rotor assembly to slash through a horde of Decepticons than to fly. This guy's badass. But his function keeps him in the air. He's one of the protector bots. He's like an ambulance helicopter, but he's much more violent than that would let on. But his function keeps him in the air most of the time, and that really fires his fuel. That's a weird way to put that. Not only is he prevented from engaging his enemies in hand-to-hand combat, but he can only strike at them from a long-range air attack, a way he considers unsporting, cowardly. If I'm gonna destroy someone, I want his fuel spurting all over me, on the ground below. Holy crap! Says Blades. But this doesn't preclude Blades from doing his job and doing it well, a fact which allows his fellow Protectobots are deeply appreciative. Abilities. Blades can reach speeds of 400 miles per hour and has a range of 1,200 miles in helicopter form. He carries twin rocket launchers that fire armor-piercing smart rockets, each of which seeks its target based on a computer image encoded within it. In robot mode, he carries a photon pistol that shoots light bursts with the equivalent brightness of a 5,000 watt light bulb. It's actually not that bright for a laser. Enough to temporarily blind all but those whose optical senses are the most heavily shielded. He combines with his fellow protector bots to form the giant robot known as Defensor. Up all night thinking of that one, weren't they? Weaknesses. In helicopter mode, Blades is ineffective in winds of more than 40 miles per hour. That doesn't sound right for a helicopter. You have any aeronautical engineers in the chat? 40 miles per hour, rendering a helicopter useless? And is liable to crash in winds of more than 60 miles per hour. I guess that is quite a lot. What's the average wind speed? His rotor blades are prone to metal stress fractures if not checked after every 5,000 miles of usage. Seeing as he only has a range of 1,200 miles, he has to get checked over every 5 flights or so. But yeah, it's Blades. Bit of a sociopath. And kind of useless when it gets a bit windy. Kind of a badass, I guess. He likes to have his enemies' fuel spurting all over him. So thank you very much, Gemmas. When we get into Minecraft in a moment, we'll head on to the graveyard and get your rocks off, as it were, and we'll put your name in the big book of sweet peeps and do all that sort of stuff. Don't let me forget that, because I get distracted, you know me. Meanwhile, how the hell is everyone else? Kolinar, hello there. Don't use Twitch much, but I saw the name like, who is Nateopia? Yay! Hey, X-Force. Easy peasy. Hello, great. I'm super hyped. Good. Glad you're hyped. I wouldn't say hyped, but I'm not sort of low-key today either. I'm feeling decent. And I do apologize for missing all of last weekend's stream. I was just having I just wasn't up to it. And the whole mental health situation, I was just spiraling, you know. The old manic depression kind of. I was on the downswing. I'm still not completely recovered from it, I've got to be honest with you. I had a pretty bad day yesterday, but today's alright, so we'll see how we go. Have you ever done a blood test? Yeah, of course. You don't get to live for 4 decades without having to have a blood test for something. Do the herd. Nah. I mean, they're not the most comfortable thing you'll ever experience. But it's like, you know, half a second of ooh, and then it's fine. Because they got to poke a needle in you. So obviously that. You know, they've got to put it in somewhere sensitive usually, like in the, you know, in the vein in the arm. So it's, you know, it's not like, ah! But it's just like, ow. Like someone like pinches you, or when you prick your finger or something, you know. I wouldn't worry about it. If you need to have a blood test and you worry about it, don't sweat it. It's over in moments, and Blood a few, Jack. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know whether the needle is bigger or smaller, but it's probably about the same size. Might be a little bit bigger because I have to pull blood out instead of injecting stuff in, I don't know. But yeah, same kind of thing. Might hurt a little bit more than a flu jab because they go into the muscle with flu shots, not a vein. But I mean, if you're sort of out of 10 pain level, they're within 0.5 of each other, maybe. You don't sweat it. If you need one, get one. Even if it hurt way more than it does, you would still get one, because if you have to have a blood test, there's probably a good reason. And that reason probably outweighs being uncomfortable briefly. I'm used to blood tests, have about a dozen of them in my lifetime. Pookie says, can I just say, beardless Blunty is terrifying. Yeah, that's why I wear the beard, Pooks. My face without the beard is a bit potato-like, and the expression in that picture I posted on Twitter yesterday doesn't help matters much either. Yeah, there's the reason. There's the reason I keep the beard. My face doesn't look right without it. Never has. I've had a beard since I was able to grow a beard. I was about 15 or 16 when I had the first goatee. You know, the moustache wasn't growing in properly yet, and none of this was growing in properly yet, but I had a little goatee that started sort of the midline of the chin there. A little one of those kind of a heavy metal style goatee thing going on. And then I just let the rest of the beard grow in over time. I had the goatee, had the Van Dyke, had the full beard, had the sort of Kevin Smith beard for a while there, had the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man style thing going on for a little while. Yeah, I've always had a beard of one way or another, except for like 2 times in my life I've had to shave for one reason or another. According to Google, helicopters landing on oil rigs often fly in 70 plus knot crosswinds. Yeah, what's a knot crosswind versus, what was it, 40 miles an hour? What's 70 knots versus miles an hour? Someone do that conversion in Google. Pix says, my husband tried a goatee when he was in his early 20s. Looked like a pedophile. Yeah, not all men can get away with the goatee. Even fewer with a moustache, actually. A lot of guys just look super creepy with just the moustache. Unfortunately, the hipsters made it kind of their signature move for a while there. Before more of them moved to the lumberjack beard to make up for the fact that they're all vegetarian and skinny and they don't have a proper jawline. Person like the Kevin Smith stage. Yeah, I liked it too. One of the main reasons I sort of gave up on it after I wore it for many, many years actually, like that, with the sort of the pencil line across the jawline. You know, it gave my face a nice shape and sort of defined the jawline a bit, because I am chubby, so my jawline isn't that obvious. There's a lot of upkeep to it though. It's a pain in the ass to maintain. This is much easier. Let the cheeks fill in. You know, I haven't shaved in a few days, so I'm sort of a little scraggly up there, but you know, keep a clean line there. And, you know, get rid of the stuff here, which is just, it makes you look heavier and fatter, and it scratches and gets in the way and stuff, so I'm okay with where I am at the moment. 1 knot equals 1.15 miles per hour. Yeah, so, yeah, not a very good helicopter is that transformer. So, ooh, hang on a sec. Where's my cam frame gone? Hello? Why isn't that working? There it is. Yeah, I think something's wrong with my Elgato Stream Deck. It's very, very laggy today. I'd have to restart the software or something. Oh, it's super laggy. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Oh, I can't close it down from here? Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know what's up. Okay. Maybe should have restarted the computer. Something's lagging everything out right now. Yeesh. Alright, let's tune up all the resources here. Nothing obvious. I guess we'll just push on and see how we do. I can grow a mustache, but my chin grows all patchy and weird. Yeah. I'm super glad that my beard grows in nice and even. Reasonably symmetrical too. Like one side of the cheek is slightly higher, which is part of the reason why I shaved the line down. Just for symmetry's sake. Won't be offended if you want to do a quick restart. Now, I mean, everything's running fine. It's just for some reason stuff is loading slow when I try and bring up a window or... Actually, come to think of it, even Minecraft loaded pretty slow when I was loading that up. Speaking of which, we should probably turn the sounds back on at this point. I had them down because of that noise, obviously. Alright, so 41 levels, we're good. Well, that was interesting. So there's a weird glitch over OBS. Did you guys see that? Or was it my windowing? Yeah. Probably should have restarted the PC. It's been going for about... Actually, I don't think I've rebooted this thing in a while. It would appear your lights aren't working. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I just closed down the Twitch client, but it just opened itself up again. Exit Twitch. Oh, come on, please. Hey. Lumia Stream. Yeah, there's a bit of lag happening with the Lumia Stream software as well by the looks of things. Try it again. Someone give me some exclamation point hype. I can manually do it as well, I suppose. Nope. It's just not working, I guess. Fantastic. Let's try to restart that. What the... Okay, something's definitely wrong here. Twitch keeps starting itself. Like the desktop Twitch app. I closed it down twice in a row and it just went, nope, here I am. Am I in Hacksword or is Windows just pooping itself? How about... I just end the task right from Task Manager. Let's see you restart after that, you bitch. Yeah. Okay, so Lumia Stream's not responding now. Fantastic. Oh, would you please? Ah! Okay. I'm just going to push on. Yeah. Exclamation point restart. That'd be the way to do it. Okay, let me use back up. Try it now. Type exclamation point red. Nope. Is it... Okay, so the lights are not broken. I can still control them with my controller over here. Lumia Stream is currently on cooldown. It's receiving commands, but apparently it's not connected to the lights. Let me see if I can fix that. Lights. Hue. Hey. Nope. Come on. What the hell? piece of shit software. I can't believe they want people to pay a subscription for this software. Seems to be finding them. Okay. Nope, I just don't want to work. The software is receiving commands, but they're not being transmitted to the lights. Don't know what that's about. That's alright, we'll do with that, I guess. Right, so, first things first. Well, I say first, but... There you go. I've been mining off stream as I was warming up this morning, watching my YouTube videos, catching up on my subs and stuff. That's what all that's about. What is that? The iron? That there. We'll snatch that. That one's the gold. And I might as well just cook the rest of that off. Okay, boobity-doop. Boobity-doop. Bidoop. Boobity-doop. And 17 more diamonds. I do love my Fortune 3 axe. That has increased diamond production by a large amount. Love it. Right. do the lights live? Yeah, just go. Actually, I will do that every time someone subscribes or whatnot. I have to do something. Okay. Off to the graveyard we go, because we have things to do. Alright, we are in official 1.14, by the way, for those of you who hadn't noticed, as of 2 days ago. The official release of 1.14 is here. Of course, we started this world in the earlier snapshot where they said feature complete. So we've always been in 1.14, kind of, in this world. But now we're officially in 1.14. But no, birch trees are not yellow now. That's a data pack. The Better Trees data pack, or Better Foliage data pack, one or the other, I forget which is which. But it makes the leaf blocks a little bit fluffier. Actually, I can show you on this one. Here we go. So it sort of interjects some cross type... Holy shit, Jammets. Come on, man. I haven't even done the first one. I guess I'll read another thing in a minute. Yeah, it makes the leaves look fluffier, but it also changes the color of the birch, which I quite like. Data pack, not a texture or texture pack thing, yeah. Right, so, where are we? So I guess what I'll do here is I'll give you 3 diamond blocks. That was a $100 donation and a $50 donation. And I feel like that's well deserving of splitting that into 3. Now, where is that Skull Kid? Where are you again? Where did I put Jams? Here you are. Aha. Zzz, too far. Boink. Oh no, not far enough. Boink. Dude. Thank you ever so much for your wonderful generosity. Let's go put your name twice in the book down here. Keep forgetting you can't edit. Okay, so Jammets. No, that's not right. And also twice. Don't sign it. Put that there. Okay. We'll go back to my little my little home, because by the time I get done reading the next Transformers bit, we are definitely going to be in nighttime here, so get somewhere safe. 151, my favorite car. I don't know if I've ever had that. Hey, Skull Kid, how you doing? Zoop. Zoop. Okay. Now then. Let's switch back here. Who's the next entry? Okay. Ooh, one of my personal favorites is next. Blaster. Not as cool as Soundwave when you're comparing the two Transformers who transform into a cassette deck. Although he transforms into what they used to call boombox. Hey kids, you know what these are? Have you seen these in 80s movies? Then Soundwave transformed into a Walkman, basically. Yeah, I like this guy. Anyway. Blaster. Allegiance. Autobot. Function. Communications. Atoy. First appearance, Transformers number 17 in the Marvel Comics continuity. Quote reads, "When the music's rockin', I'm rollin'." Cringy. Profile. Yeah, before we start on the profile, when I say I liked Blaster, I liked his toy and his design. His character, in the toon at least, not so much. He was kind of obnoxious. But Soundwave, whew, what a badass. Always love Soundwave. Profile. Blaster likes to turn it up loud. He goes for the way... That goes for the way he does everything. Fighting, talking, playing, living. Blaster is involved. He makes his presence known. He is in the forefront of any situation, but aside from the things he normally does in the course of being an Autobot, he has a special passion. Rock and roll. His ability to monitor radio transmissions has exposed him to many earthen, as in from Earth, musical styles, all of which he finds interesting. But it is rock music, good, hard and loud, that really sparks his circuits. He'd much rather be lost in the sound of a searing guitar solo than fight Decepticons. However, when called upon, he will do what he must for the Autobot cause, albeit reluctantly at times. As Blaster likes to point out, I hate changing channels in mid-song. Shall I explain channels to the kids in here? You know what channels are? Abilities. Blaster can assume the form and shrink to the sides of an AM/FM. Do I have to explain what an AM/FM radio is? AM/FM stereo cassette deck. Do you need to know what cassette decks are? Fuck, I'm old. In addition to performing the normal functions of a deck, he can receive radio signals on all frequencies. He can detect signals with power outputs as weak as a millionth of a watt. That is a very weak radio signal. His ability to transmit radio signals up to 4,000 miles makes him the communications center for Autobots. In robot form, he carries an electro-scrambler, which is a gun which emits powerful waves of electromagnetic energy that disrupt the operations of all but the most heavily shielded electrical devices. In theory, the gun should interfere with the minute electrical impulses of the human nervous system, but Blaster has never used the gun on a human. He can shoot you and make you an idiot. He's got an idiot ray. I like him a bit more now. Weaknesses. Blaster's most obvious weakness is for rock and roll. He will walk unwittingly into a trap for the promise of hearing some new tunes. What an idiot. Radio static has the effect of hampering his operation, and even, if strong enough, knocking him out completely. So it can be knocked out completely by a poorly tuned radio signal. Bet your Soundwave doesn't have that weakness. What a tool. 4,000 miles isn't that far, actually. Yeah, some of these distances are just like pulled out of thin air, I feel like. Some of these numbers they use in these descriptions. If anyone remembers the colourful metaphors from Star Trek film with the whales. Yeah. That might be how some of you are aware of what a boombox is, what an AM/FM radio cassette deck is. If you're a Trekkie and you went back to watch, was it Star Trek 4? With the one with the whales? I want to say it was 4. Yeah, they went back to was it 1987 as well? 1980 something, San Francisco. Spock and Kirk sitting on a bus. This is Punk sitting opposite them with his boombox on his shoulder. And Kirk wants him to turn it down, and he just turns it up. Eventually, Spock just nerve pinches the guy and everyone applauds. It's a very strange scene. It was 4, Voyage Home, yeah. Okay, where do we want to start today? Well, what do I want to do, actually? Where's my axe? Let's start by getting rid of these. Audio warning? Yeah, audio warning. Tricapitator data pack. Love it. Yeah, I still need to look into if I can make that quieter. Because it's pretty aggressive. Actually, I suppose if I'm going to chop down a lot of trees, I could turn down block sounds. That should effectively make it quiet. Whole many numbers. What the hell are you doing using someone else's ouch my ears emoticon when I have a perfectly serviceable one in the form of RRP headphone users? You are a subscriber. You've been one for quite some time. And mine's better than that one. Although I can't turn it off now because my Stream Deck is frozen up again. Which I don't think it's the Stream Deck's fault at all. At this point I'm blaming Windows. Something is chewing up a lot of resources in the background every now and again. Very useful mod, yeah. Well, not a mod, data pack. You have to be specific about that. Not a mod. Although its behavior is mod-like. Where are we? There we are. Oh, I also, like the last one here we weren't using, I modified this into a another bone meal producer because we can pick out seedlings and apples and stuff from these farms that we're not using. And I realized we can just churn them on down into another source of bone meal. Except not that one. There we go. Look at it go. Chook, 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 chook. Excuse me? Do the leaves not compost? Weird. That's right. We'll need those for bushes and such at some point as well. Alright, let's do that. Oh, I kept the, I have to put the scaffolding back in the graveyard. Whoops, it easy. Apparently someone was playing Minecraft Classic and it locked up their Win 10 PC. Interesting. Well, I guess that would be using an older Java version, which is not necessarily compatible with Windows 10. Alright, now I don't know exactly what I want to do first today. I might work on the slime farm, actually. Okay. Someone just spamming some fitness stuff in chat. Research test. Line up the start, running speed so slowly gets faster each minute. That's not a that's the beep test. Who the hell calls it a FitnessGram pacer test? That's the beep test. That's been used in schools for decades. I hated that thing because I was a fat kid, not very fit. You run back and forth every time it beeps. You have to turn around. If you don't make it back to the line in time, by the time it beeps, you're out. I was never very good at that. I was actually, you know, for a fat kid, I was fairly well muscled because I hit puberty early, and as I've talked about a few times on the stream before, I'm naturally quite densely muscled. Like, I don't work out, but I'm very, very strong. I'm thicker than I should be for someone who never goes to the gym or anything. But yeah, my burst speed was, you know, short bursts of strength was good. It's just endurance was never good in high school and stuff like that. So things like 100-meter sprint, long jump, triple jump, all that kind of stuff. I was sort of in the top 3 of my class, which always bugged the teacher because I was a fat kid. You're not very fit. How are you doing this? But yeah, the cross-country running, 400-meter plus, anything like that, it was useless. So, I think I did it. No, I didn't do this on stream. I did this last weekend because I had Minecraft all loaded up to stream, and then I decided I just couldn't turn on the camera and talk to you people. I was just too grouchy and awful. But I did do a little work in Minecraft before I got too fed up with it, and one of it was this, which is the in and out chute for what's going to be the slime farm. We're going to build a building around this of some description at some point, I think, but for now, this is serviceable. So we got a little drop chamber here, and a bubble chamber back out again. Don't know what we're going to do with the inside here, but yeah, this is the kind of AFK collection type area thing. And I went ahead and cleared out all the crap on the walls that we left behind, and made some platform readiness things. Why is AutoMod holding that? You can't go and change until you climb to the top. Oh, probably because it has fuck off bitch in it. Maybe that's why AutoMod. Let's find AutoMod. We can have that language. My homework teacher was a turtle, sunder, and can't stand her. So, how is it? I'm trying to imagine how a teacher is tsundere. It's a very weird thing to say about a teacher. Tsundere is usually a good thing, kind of. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the slime farm yet. So I think the first stage will be, we'll just build the platforms themselves. Alright, so let's go get some materials and figure out how we want to do this. Probably use wood because we've got tons of wood. Yeah. So what I might do is build, instead of doing a collection system all around every wall, we'll build the platforms up to the side walls and up to the back wall and tease them off every layer with a golem bait at every level here. Yeah. Tons of wood use. Oh yeah, Pooks. I got plenty of wood. You haven't lived until you see my wood collection. It's all in my mighty chest. My wood makes it all the way up to my chest. We'll just go oak. That should be enough for all the platforms we ever need. Light source every now and again would be a good idea. Looks like we have glowstone enough. Probably going to need more than that. Oh, which reminds me, we need to get onto the ocean monument stuff as well, so we can get some sea lantern action happening. Should use jack-o'-lanterns for lights. I would, but I don't have sufficient supply of pumpkins because I haven't built a pumpkin farm yet. You're right, they are spawnable, whereas this isn't. How many do I have? I know I have a few. 14. That's maybe 2 platforms worth. Oh, we need to shear them and everything now, don't we? Yeah. Alright, so let's get some temporary pumpkin generation going. I need a hoe. I forgot you need to put this stuff in hoed ground, even though they grow wild without it. Ho 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 ho. I've lost my hoe again. No, I haven't. I'm also going to need these at some point. Alright, let's just make it quick and dirty. God damn it. Let's find somewhere where I haven't dug underneath. Zoop. What was that tree yellow? It's part of the Better Trees or Better Follow. I forget what it's called. What did it? Type exclamation point MC in the chat. It'll give you a list of the data packs I'm using, including the one that makes the trees look a little bit more natural, a little bit blobbier, a little bit softer. That's the one that also changes the foliage color of that. That'll do. What's the smartest way to do this, you reckon? This is probably not the most efficient way to do this, but it'll still get the job done, as long as we keep an eye on it. I'm so sick of this tall grass getting in my way. That's it for now? Alright. No, tree capitator is the one that makes me chop down a tree all at once. Ooh. I guess I haven't added this particular data pack to the command. Sorry about that. Also, just realized, I don't know whether this is the texture pack I'm using or a side effect of the same thing that does that to the trees, but my pumpkins have different faces on them. That's awesome. I've never seen that. I like this one. Okay, we definitely have to start using these in some builds then. Now, is there a command I can use to show you what data packs I'm using? I'm sure there is. I don't remember what it is. Someone pooks. Oh, that is Lithos that's doing that. Awesome. So it's just the texture pack that's doing that. That's sweet. That's super, super awesome. Oh, wait a second. How do I do this? Oh, it's a shaped fucking... Ugh. I'm gonna get a data pack to change that crafting recipe so it's not shaped anymore, because that's not the first time I've been caught out by that bullshit. I gotta dig up slightly. I'm getting too choked up here. We don't need the hoe. We'll keep those because I'm getting the shears. Glowstone away for the moment. And ooh, hang on a sec. I forgot, when we make the jack-o'-lantern face, we still get more seeds back. So I guess we will. Excuse me. Thank you. We had a bit of lag there. Oh, are you too far away? That's odd. Alright then. Probably because you're not sources here or something, eh? That'll do. Okay, so we have our pumpkins, our wood, she's making more pumpkins, we're good to go. Let's start building stuff. James is going AFK, needs food, alright, see you when you come back. I believe slash data pack, okay. Let's try that once we get up here, so I can actually type something in without falling to my death. Slash data, there we go. List, that'd be the one I want. Yeah, so we got tree capitator, agricultural automation, anti-ender, zombie leather. That's interesting, it's not listing the one that does the trees. Or is that a resource pack? Oh, it is a resource pack, what am I thinking? Sorry. I'm getting all confused. I've been looking at a lot of different resource packs and data packs over the last couple of days because I've been thinking about doing a thing with Ray Traced Minecraft. A little mini Let's Play series. Probably not doing it live, maybe for the channel, but maybe a bit of both. I don't know. But yeah, I've been going through a lot, so obviously I'm getting confused where I'm at here. So yeah, it is a resource pack to do that to the trees. It's called Better Leaves Add-on. 1 point whatever. I do apologize for that confusion. Yeah, that's the thing that makes the trees look nicer. And also gives you foliage color variant. For the birch, at least. Thank you very much, Dukas, for the host. And also Tia, who hosted me for one viewer 19 minutes ago, and I did not see that alert for some reason. Sorry about that. Okay, so... Yeah, let's... What do we want? Let's give it 3. Yeah. Give it a 3 space at front here. That's... Yeah, I think we'll just do a complete platform all the way to the back, and we'll just bait them to the front of the platform. I don't think that's the most efficient way to do this, but it still should work. We've got plenty of platforms. Single player survival, we still should get plenty of slimes. Okay. Groovy times. When did they, didn't you used to only be able to put pumpkins down on top of a block? They wouldn't hang in midair like that? seem to remember that was a thing in at least one version of Minecraft that I played. So you had to do a little trickety-boo to get the pumpkin to go there. You had to put a block underneath it, then put the pumpkin down, then break the block underneath. Am I right in remembering that? It was a thing you used to have to do? The most efficient way to do it is dig an extra 3 blocks out on each side. Yeah. I mean, we could belt that one back 3 blocks, I guess, and do a complete platform, but I'm not that worried about it. This already has more spawning platforms than the other slime farms I usually build. I usually just go 3 platforms, and we're doing like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this time? That should be fine. We can always adjust it afterwards. That's not how I did it. Come back. Yeah, this is still going to make more slime than I could ever possibly make use of. Even my smaller slime farms overproduce to a ridiculous amount. God, I love these pumpkins. If you don't like this texture pack, by the way, it's called Lithos Core. Got a few of my own custom additions to it as well, but if you are playing on on a Bedrock version on the consoles, or Windows 10 or whatnot, this texture pack has just been added to the marketplace there as well, which is quite nice. Which means I can keep using it if I ever go back to Bedrock. For one reason or another. Which we might do at some point, because eventually we'll have the super duper special super duper graphics pack. We'll have to try that out for a while at least. Maybe do a special little mini-series with it or something. Just bought Faithful though. Faithful's good too. Used Faithful for many, many years. In fact, pretty much the entirety of Minecraft. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on my first world, I almost immediately switched over using Faithful 32. Didn't play native for very long at all, I don't think. But yeah, for this world I decided to try something different. So I found, as I was poking around, I tried a few and I found Lithos. Which is not that different from Faithful. It's still very, very faithful in theme, but just different enough to make it feel a little bit fresh for me. Yeah, Faithful 32 is a long-standing favourite. Faithful 64 never felt quite right. It looks, you know, obviously cleaner and higher res and stuff because it is, but it just doesn't look like Minecraft. I guess we're not going to see this, so I don't have to worry about symmetry that much. Alright. Okay, where are we doing here? 9s, 10s, 12s. Pretty sure we should be. Oh, hang on a sec. No, we're good back here. Just. 9, 12s. Yeah. That's more than enough light. So we'll just do that pattern. Julio. I enjoy packs that are distinctly Minecraft still, yeah. I've never quite found a fancier pack that I love as much as the classic look of Minecraft. I've tried many, many, many packs over the years trying to find something that's unique but nice, but just never stuck with any of them. They're just not right. Yeah, Pookie, the pumpkins are proof enough of that there are a lot more variants in Lithos than there are in Faithful 32 as well. Although something I think I might switch out manually is I might do the thing where grass blocks are grass on all sides instead of having a dirt grass thing. Landscapes look a bit nicer when done like that, I feel like. I don't know whether you can do that with a data pack or not, actually, come to think of it. You might be able to. Although, once we get Optifine, I can do it within Optifine, can't I? Optifine has that kind of built in. Don't know how far away we are from getting Optifine for 1.14 now that we have 1.14 official. They did change some of the rendering engine in 1.14. It's not as an extensive change as what they did in 1.13 where they rewrote just a bunch of stuff from scratch. But they did change some stuff about the way the lighting engine works, as evidenced by the fact that nanofarms have to be redesigned now, things like that, because slabs don't block light the way they used to and things like that. Once Optifine hits 1.4, you can turn off. But yeah. I picked up on. I got there. Oh, we're at pumpkins. All right. What did I do here? Yeah, it was just one block over, wasn't it? Been waiting to update my server to 1.44 until we have Optifine. Yeah, on servers you kind of really want Optifine, don't you? Just help take care of some of that lag and other issues you can hit. Just makes things nicer. I'm excited for RTX shaders to become more viable. I mean, they're viable now, they're just not common. They're viable as long as you've got the money for a card that can support them. I mean, 1.13 fixed a lot of things. For the most part, the server runs pretty well, even without fine. Several of the members aren't using it, not having any problems. That's good. So, fairly fresh world. Using this time to stock up on mending books and iron for the... Yeah. Yeah. Although I did see a new iron farm design this morning. That seems pretty easy to do. You're gonna need a ton of villagers. Salvius, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Oh, 500 bits. Trip to the graveyard time. And a new grave, I think, as well, come to think of it. Yeah, we might as well off-center these. Zigzag them down. Alright, so. Let's take a break here. See if our pumpkins are ready to harvest. Head on to the graveyard and get a little reward for Savius. I don't think I've seen your name in my chat before. Are you new around here, or are you just... oh, night time. Under attack immediately. Okay, I'm just gonna run. Ah. Slept before they got too close. A ton of villagers are easy. Yeah, villager raiding is not a problem. But the design I saw was using... I think he said like 100 of them, or 400 or something ridiculous for idiot rates. Yeah, the design I saw will work as long as you just have, you know, at least 40 villagers, I think. But the rates he was getting to show off the video were super high. I've bookmarked the video. I'll link it in the Discord after the stream so you guys can check it out. But yeah, very, very simple. Very, very simple, easy to build design. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about iron production at this stage. Actually, seeing as that was a bit donation, I am going to need something extra. So I forgot to stock the graveyard with bone blocks. Can't do bone blocks like that. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. For those of you who are new around here. Brand new. Wow, welcome. Are you a YouTube viewer as well? Or have you just sort of stumbled across me while browsing through the Minecraft category? How close to 1.14 is Bedrock right now? They released on the same day. 1.10 on Bedrock is the same as 1.14 Java. There are a couple of things that are still exclusive to Java. Couldn't list them off the top of my head right now, but if you search YouTube for Java 1.14 exclusives, there's a video from one of the big Minecrafters out there that sort of goes through them. I think it was Zoomovoid, might have been someone. Okay, so if you are new around these here parts, let me bring this up for you right here. Little gimmick sheet. When someone donates or cheers above a certain threshold, they get a little grave in the graveyard here, and the different rewards come with that. Either a block for cash money, or a mob head for cheering. And in this case, 500 gets you a little skelly face. And the reason I've got the bone block is that's our spacer block, because if you haven't already donated, you obviously won't have a block on the grave to put the head on. So we use a bone block as a spacer there. There's Skull Kid Ray. Alright, so let's find you a grave. I think we need one on this side, I think. Oh, I need some dye for the sign as well. I always forget the dye. New feature. So, yeah, we're gonna... maybe this one here for a bit of symmetry up here. I don't know. Zerp. Some of this. So, rest. Sorry, rest. Come on, learn to type. I can't type today. Rest in pepperonis. Let me spell your name right. S-A-I. Save. I-O-U-double-S. And we'll get some dye on that before I forget, because I always forget. Like a bone block there. And boop. Thank you ever so much. Oh, and we're even hungry, so we can eat some respect chicken. Thank you ever so much, and welcome to the graveyard. Should be a zombie, not a creep. Wait. Oh, crap, it is too. My bad. Oh, it's the wrong... zombie, not a creeper. I just saw the green face. I wasn't paying attention, obviously. I've got these misorganized, that's why. I did have these in order, but obviously I've screwed that up. Spring? Excuse me. Grab that back. Zombie! I love these little skulls. And you get right back there. Cool. Welcome back, T-Dog. Patch notes aren't really clear for, but yeah. But the guy who writes the patch notes for Bedrock it's a bit of a lunatic. He's usually on the live streams as well, so if you follow Minecraft here on Twitch, he's often... I haven't watched their live streams in a while, actually. I haven't had time. But he's often on the live streams, and he talks about the patch notes and things like that. But yeah, he's... seems like a clever guy, but he's not... He's like me. He's very smart, but he's not always thinking. Alright, let's get some of this. Zerp. Thank you very much, Paul Numbers, for the 1 bit. Put the bone blocks, I guess, in here. Right, so. Probably going to need more oak at some point, so let's do that while we're here. How's those pumpkins doing? Not there yet? I guess we could always bone meal them. We have plenty of bone meal now that we've got the skelly farm. Okay, speaking of skelly farm... No, we don't need to go raid it. We can make bone meal here. Put some of this away. Go squidgy glue with that. Let's go accelerate some of these pumpkins. Zoop. Thank you very much for the 1 bit. The little ghosty bit. Anonymous cheer. I love that anonymous cheer thing. Such a cool little feature. Okay, Shield, you just need to calm down. Just stop. Nothing. Just for fuck's sake. Okay. Come on! Grow the pumpkin! Fuck's sake. Fine. Take as amazing thank you for the 50 bits. Do appreciate that. Alright. Oh, that's right. You can't actually bone meal to pumpkin, can you? It was just a coincidence that they popped up. Thank you for another 25 bits tech and another 25 bits tech. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, I forget. You can't actually bone meal a pumpkin. It's just a coincidence that it spawned a pumpkin as we got to maturity. Stem. Thank you very much again. No, that was the last one I already thanked you for. Just took a while to ping on the thing. I bet you Pookie's already in the chat telling me I can't bone meal a pumpkin, isn't she? Look at Kirby!
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Coming in with that 3rd month resub right there. Can we get a little love in the chat for that? Thank you ever so much. I do appreciate it. Come on. And the hitbox on those little ones are small, isn't it? Yeah, that's spooky. You can't bone meal integrating pumpkins, purely RNG. Yeah. I figured it out. Thank you for the reminder anyway. Jeez. Paul Numbers, thank you for the bits. Duka says, very few games have patch notes that are actually helpful. Yeah. Yeah. It's, I hate App Store patch notes. Because usually they don't actually patch anything. They're just updating the app so it stays in the top of the lists and things like that. Because the way the App Store rankings and stuff work is the most recently updated apps get help pushed to the top as well. So, like every 3 days, Uber Eats puts out an update. And the patch notes always read, we're just making your Uber Eats experience better. And there are so many apps that do that over and over and over and over again. It's really fucking annoying when you have manually approved updates on, so you don't cop an update that removes a feature you were using, because that happens from time to time on the App Store. Oh, this update, you can't do this anymore. Well, fuck you! So I turned automatic updates off. So that stopped happening. It's really friggin' annoying. Yeah, minor bug fixes to improve the experience. That's the line that's almost always there. That's the one. Minor bug fixes to improve the experience. Nintendo's patch notes are like that too for the firmware updates for the Switch. They don't nearly tell you everything. Just improving your experience. Oh, and also patching out that exploit people were using to hack the thing. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we got pumpkin production. Oh, I'm not picking these up. I don't need any more seeds right now. I've got plenty of seeds. I said I don't need seeds. So I guess I missed these ones when I was bone mealing. Now, can you imagine if you could bone meal a pumpkin into existence? That would make a pumpkin farm ridiculous. Put a dispenser behind it, squirting bone meal onto it. I wonder if there's a mod pack to let you, or a data pack to let you do that. Can you imagine? I mean, yeah, pumpkin farms are already pretty simple and ridiculously productive, but can you imagine if you could bone meal them as well? You just use a single pumpkin nano farm, but just go pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. Because Gobi says, hey Blunt, I just saw your arcade stick video. Would the stick work with a Switch? Probably not. The one in the video uses the little circuit board, right, is a joystick encoder. So you plug it into USB, it identifies as a standard joystick human interface device, which Windows will recognize, Linux will recognize, Raspberry Pi, Linux will recognize. Basically, Mac also, of course. Basically anything that can recognize any other PC joystick over USB without drivers will recognize it. The Switch is not included amongst that. I actually haven't tried it on the Xbox. It may work on the Xbox. But I don't have any games on the Xbox that would be useful for that stick. Because Injustice 1 and 2 I own on the PlayStation. And I know for a fact it won't work on the PlayStation. But because Xbox, the Xbox operating system is, based on Windows, the standard drivers may... Does anyone know whether the Xbox will recognize a standard Windows HUD joystick interface? Not HUD, HID. HID, human interface device. I think it might. I don't know. Can't remember. Yeah, I don't know if there would be an easy way to DIY an arcade stick for the Switch without dismantling like a Pro controller. Or actually not a Pro controller, one of the wired controllers. Yeah, if you bought one of those cheapo $30 wired controllers and manually soldered in the arcade sticks or the arcade buttons and the arcade sticks outputs to the domes and whatnot in the controller, you could certainly do it. That's why we used to do arcade sticks back in the day before keyboard encoders became common and easy to get. Because that's the way you usually do it on PCs. You get a keyboard encoder. Especially when you're doing, 2 and 4 player decks. There's a joystick encoder, a little circuit board again, that everything gets wired into and goes to USB. The joystick encoders don't have enough inputs because they're designed to be a joystick, and the joystick encoder only has X number of inputs. So many buttons, so many joysticks, things like that. So we usually use keyboard encoders. So you have an entire keyboard's worth of buttons, but as inputs on a circuit board. So you can do that's the way I did my 4-player cabinet with a keyboard encoder called a iPack. I-pack. They're probably still around. There's probably other versions of it by now. But before the iPacks and things like that were common, what you would do is you would buy a joystick, dismantle it, and wire your arcade buttons onto the pads on the circuit board that's inside the joystick. That was the most common way to do it before the keyboard encoders came along and made stuff really, really easy. So you could certainly do that with Switch controller, with one of those cheapo wired Switch Pro controller style things. And you could wire your arcade buttons into that. Should still work perfectly fine. I might try that for a project, actually. Could be fun. Make it out of cardboard, Labo Fire Stick. Alright, let's go make some more. Zoop. Alright. That'll keep us going for a little while yet. That's what I did for my sticks this Eastwind. Oh, you can buy one of the Mayflash multi-platform arcade sticks and use those innards. I mean, if you're going to buy a stick anyway, why wouldn't you just... I guess, with the crappy stick. Yeah. I mean, 6 one, half dozen the other. Sounds like we're going to get some slimes upstairs. Okay. Oh yeah. Detection range will certainly work from back there. I think we're all good here, right? Please go down. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to need the axe more than I'm going to need that. Orbis VR got an update. Yeah, I saw that. Don't know whether I want to bother trying it again, because the last time I tried Orbis, in fact, we tried it on stream, didn't we? He was there for that. Orbis was so frustratingly shit. I literally rage quit the VR stream. Could not stand it. It was so bad. Controls were so bad. The tutorial was awful. But yeah, I saw that it got a, what are they calling it? Rebirth? Something like that? Re-something. Basically, I think they rewrote it from scratch, or at least rewrote most of it from scratch. So it might be worth trying now. I have no idea. Yeah, I couldn't even get through the tutorial last time I tried it. It was so bad. Such a bad control scheme. For those who don't know who we're talking about, there's a VR MMO. VR RPG MMO called Orbis VR. And I thought, that sounds amazing! A VR MMO RPG? That's the dream! But yeah, when I tried it, it was more of a nightmare than a dream. It's the VR... Is it still the only? There's at least one more that's in development. I don't know whether they are even in access yet, but I remember reading somewhere about another one. It will be soon enough anyway, because like I said, a VR MMORPG is just such a natural fit for a game that you know, you want immersion from. Full Dive VR becomes available in my time. What do you mean full dive? You mean like complete sensory involvement? Like, oh fuck, what was the anime called? Wait, what have I done here? Oh, I'm out of alignment. God damn it, what was the anime? Sword Art Online, right? Yeah, like that. That's what you want. I don't know how far away we are from that being a commercial product. We are very, very close to being able to technically implement it. Like we have... What am I doing here? We have... Why am I all over the place here? What am I doing? We have brain interface technology. I was just reading about one this morning, actually, that they figured out a way to use brain scans to pick out what word you're thinking of. I didn't read the full article yet, but it's bookmarked. But in the same way that they've used brain scans to try and read images that you're thinking about under certain circumstances. Actually, what do we do? We're zigzagging this? I think we were zigzagging this, weren't we? Now they've developed a way to figure out what word you're thinking of. Brain input is another issue, though. No, I wouldn't call VR chat an MMO. VR chat is a chat room. Just with more immersion than your average chat room. Although that said, there are role-playing rooms. I often went to the what's the pub called? Dog something to do with Bulldog? Was it the Bulldog pub? God, I haven't been in there in so long. I forgot what it was. But there's a very popular world that's based around a pub. And I used to go in there and role-play a bartender. Just for shits and giggles, because you can pick up glasses and the food, and you can, do that kind of shit. And I used to just stand behind the bar and roleplay. Just for shits and giggles. The Great Pug, that's the one. The Great Pug. Yeah. I didn't say... Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. You didn't say RPG, did you? But yeah, I mean, with that definition, like Twitter is an MMO. There's got to be a line drawn somewhere between what's literal and what's implied by the term. What is my avatar? My avatar was the Brendan Pokemon trainer, which I'd modified with talking and blinking animations, which was a huge pain in the ass because I don't know how to use Blender. I've never been trained on it, so I just had to figure everything out as I went along, trying to use tutorials and shit like that. And to get a 2D avatar, it's a 3D avatar, but it had 2D textures. Like, it didn't have mouth built into the texture or anything like that, or blinking eyes built into the texture. It was just, everything on the outside was a 2D texture. So getting that to blink by moving a blinking texture in and out of the head geometry, same with the mouth. Just moving it sort of one pixel in front of a closed mouth. You just move a little texture that's an open mouth and things like that. Oh, it's such a pain in the ass to do when you don't know what you're fucking doing. But I eventually got there. I even modded it so one of the hand gestures has a Pokeball. People love that. But yeah, fucking Blender. I don't know how people get to grips with that thing. It's such... The interface on Blender is just... it does my head in. Not what you'd call an intuitive program. Is that right? Yeah. Blender is an MMO. Alrighty, how are we doing on pumpkins? Yeah, we're going to need a few more before we get to the next level. Doing pretty good on wood, though. Always got plenty of wood. Yeah, we only got one level to go. Oh, hi, guy. Zoop. I think that might have been the first time I've used sweeping edge on slimes. Works great. So I have one. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 10. So I just need 9 more pumpkins. Or 9 more jack-o'-lanterns, more specifically, and we're kind of done there. Going smoothly enough. I think it's night time out there by the looks of things. Yep. Okay, quickly, quickly, quickly. Yeah, I did drop it. No, I mean, not a bunch. I think I dropped like 4. 4 or 5. Not such a big deal. Oh, we got a witchy poo down there we have to take care of. We also should take care of any creepers hanging around. There's one. Get out from behind my pumpkins, you coward. Thank you. The aim is not good today. There we go. Oop. Alright, witchy poo. What you got? Oh, she's drinking her things already. She got me. Got me with slowness. She dropped something though. What did you drop there? Alright, I think we're okay. He dropped a regular bow, don't care about that. Spider over there, he's harmless enough for the moment. Alright, what do we drop? Fire resistance, 3 minutes. Doesn't suck. I guess that's because I was hitting her with flaming arrows. Nice. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah! Did miss one. Where were you hiding? I was in the middle of saying... You must be like be hiding right here or something. I was in the middle of saying I'll get a few more extras because I'm going to lose a few because I'm going to misplace them surely. There are 2 types of people in VR chat, trolls, memers, and chill people. Yeah, it's one of the things I hated about VR chat, just the memers. Because back when I was still doing it regularly, it was at kind of the height of the do you know the way thing. And all the little Knuckles avatars, which was just so annoying. It ruined it for me, really. It's not clever, it's not funny. It's just dumb. Why are you here if that's what you want to do? Why bother? That's how you're going to spend your time in this amazing experience that, you know, it's a VR world full of endless possibilities of connection, communication, and role-playing, and you're just running around going, do another way. What are you doing? What am I doing? That's the wrong hole. Sorry, wrong hole. My bad. I swear that never happens. They said of moderation, so no more being flashed by anime girls. Yeah. That was another big problem. People with avatars specifically designed to either make the game run really, really slow because they have a ridiculous number of textures or vertexes and effects and all that kind of crap. And avatars that would take up the entire world, so you just couldn't see anything, and avatars that would play extremely loud music or noise like, constantly and all that kind of crap. It was a bit Wild West there for a while. But I hear they've largely solved that problem. Worst thing about it was it killed 2 amazing things in VR chat. About singing Knuckles and memes. I didn't know it was that. Oh yeah. Yeah, in the earliest days of VR chat, it was just atrocious. Like finding a world... Whoops-a-daisy. Finding a world where someone wasn't in there with a trolling avatar that would blink or, literally take up the entire world so you couldn't see anything, or massive cubes or the sounds, or avatars with so many different textures or so many different what's the word I'm looking for? Not triangles. 3D modeling thing. Polygons, thank you. So many polygons that would literally lag the game all the way out. Because you got to remember, you got, everyone's got their own avatar. There are so many polygons. It's running on a engine that isn't optimized yet because it was, early access. And you've got sort of 20, 30 people with, avatars that it's just a lot of shit to keep track of. And people would come in with these incredibly complex avatars with tons of polygons and lots of... The other thing that would lag it out was lots of physics-based stuff in their avatars, so that you're getting the hair to move properly with gravity and all that kind of stuff, and the dresses would flow and the clothing would whoosh, and it looked awesome, but people would abuse it or not think about what they're doing to such an extent it would just cause immense amount of lag, and very occasionally it was just crashing the game. I don't think I ever got crashed out by an avatar. But then again, my hardware is chunky, so I could tolerate that. I was running a Vega 56, which has, plenty of grunt and plenty of RAM to keep up with that shit. But yeah, the world would still lag out to, single-digit frames per second kind of crap sometimes, which in VR is catastrophic. Just absolutely catastrophic. And quite a lot of the time the people causing the issues were the desktop users, not the VR users, because they had no... if their game went to 15 frames per second, if you're a desktop user, no big deal. If you're a VR user, pretty big deal. Yeah, that's all our spawn platforms, right? My hardware is chunky, I'm afraid. I haven't played VR chat recently, no. It's been... Oh, it's probably been a year. Let me see. Yeah, it's probably been damn close to a year since I popped into VR chat. I've been saying for the last few weeks, because it's come up in conversation here on the chat in the stream a few times. I've been saying recently I should pop back in and check it out, see what's changed, but I just haven't done that yet. Just haven't had the time or the impetus. Alright, I don't think I need that scaffolding anymore. Let me just double think. Grab that while we're here. Why not? Hasn't despawned yet. I mean, it's not like the scaffolding's hard to put back up if we need it, but still. Oh, here's a thought. Do we have enough non-bedrock spaces to plant pumpkins down here? I wonder if that's going to work out for us. So far, so good. Ooh. I might not even want this lower level to be spawnable, come to think of it, because I'm going to need room for campfires and hoppers and stuff. So maybe we don't use the very lowest level. Didn't think of that when I built this, did I? I need to go down a... Wait, how much room do we have here? Ah, this piece of bedrock right here, and it's killing me. No bueno. But the rest... Yeah. Can probably get away with it. We'll bait them off the edge with the old iron golem trick. Ooh, actually, no. What if we just use water streams on the lower level to push them all to a central location where we can have... How much room do we have here to move? One level. Yeah, we might be able to get away with just doing that. Do a hopper and campfire block here. Just use water streams on the lower level here to push them all towards here. Bait them off those. Yeah. I'll finish pumping this up anyway. Oh, I can't because that's there. Need to get wrecked in one spot. No, my symmetry! That one there too, actually. Yeah. We should be able to do the old water block corner trick here. What is that noise? Sounds like a very slow minecart. Alright, let's go get some buckets. And some hoppers and some... Why is it always nighttime? Crimson Wolf, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Did not want the loom, wanted that. Alright, that, and that. Stash that in there. I have no room in there. It's fine. Put those there. Right. I'm going to need to make some more hoppers. That's fine. How many do I need? I think I need 6 or so. Make more than we need, because we always need more. Do it that way. Quicker. That goes there, that goes there. So we got the hoppers. Next we need some little campfire action. Wait, how do you make campfire again? Oh, also need oak, wood, logs. Okay, so we got the hoppers, we got the campfires, we're going to need a few more chests at least. Start with 2. Use time passes. Yeah, no time. I'm just saying that, you know, the law of averages. Like we came up above ground 4 times during that little build session, and every time it was nighttime. It was just weird. You bloody on the grind with the new update? What grind? What are you worried about with the new update as far as grinding goes? Because we've been using this world since they were feature complete in the snapshots. So this has always been a 1.14 world. So I don't have any old school iron farms and stuff to try and adapt. And we're pretty fresh as well. So the iron supply is all from mining and all that kind of crap. Let's see. That. I don't need any more of that coal right now. That. Oh, I need extra buckets. That's what else I was forgetting. I need to make a little infinite water source down there. Do you know of any good arcade chains? What do you mean arcade chains? As in... Actually, I have no idea what you would mean by that. You mean chain is in a chain of stores? I don't know if such a thing exists anymore for arcades. Or kind of independent things. I guess, what do they call the ones in the movie theaters? Were they time zones still? Used to be called time zone. Wait. Don't be an idiot. Make an infinite source first. And... is this the center? Did I make this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I did make it the center. Good. Excellent. So... oh, you know what? Oh, we can't. I was going to go... we'll make a chest go that way, but we can't. What if we do this? What if we go... yeah. Hang on a second. Let's just quickly make a little crafting table down here for us. There we go. Double chest should be plenty. I can't imagine why we would ever need more than 2 chests full of slimes. Especially if I remember to come down here from time to time and craft them up into cubes. So that there, that one there, that one there, and just squidgy screw. Maybe don't put the campfires on there yet, because you know you're going to hurt yourself on them, aren't you? Because you're a damn bastard. Maybe just... oh no, I've got the little gateway down around the side there, don't I? That's why I put that there. So I have room to do this kind of stuff. Okay. Lizard. As a Namco in London. A Namco. That's hardly a chain though. Actually, you know what? If I'm not going to use this as a spawning space anyway, might as well just go all the way across like this and make our lives a little bit easier. Still don't have those water boots. Missed a spot there, didn't I? There we go. What the? Why aren't you making... it's done it again. It's not making source blocks like it should. One there. One there. There we go. You're in business. Every now and again it just wigs out a little bit. Done it again. Why are you not making correct source blocks? Alright, fine, I'll just do it over here. Ba-ba-dum. Yep. What are you doing? Why aren't you making source blocks properly? That one is. times. Oh, I didn't think this all the way through, did I? Yeah, I should have just made the platform from the start. Although that would have made it... Oh no, we got the crawling mechanic now, didn't we? That's what I was thinking of. You can actually crawl now. Get into a one-wide space. I wonder if it's a weird little lag thing or something that was stopping those source blocks working. It's not the first time I've hit that, though. And doobie-doo. Kills these. Now, what's the easiest way to do? What if we just go ahead and poke one in there? Oh, that does screw up the flow back here, doesn't it? Diddly 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 dee. I guess a trapdoor might do the trick just fine. Nope, that still screws that up. Alright. God damn it, what's the easiest way to do what I want to do? I guess we could try to draw across here and just use one stream, right? Yeah, just go zerp. That'll work. It's working on me. Come here, zoop. Do we relax use campfires? Oh yeah, campfires are one of those, just absolutely my new favorite way to kill a mob. No question. I guess we can just do it. Ooh. Didn't realize I left a hole there. Oh, that was when I dug down from the corners. Zerp derp. And just a little action there. Okay, so that should be that should be enough to get the slimes to bouncy bounce on the campfires. Trying to think whether we're going to want to golem down here to bait them towards here, or the water's going to be enough. The water should be enough. We'll see. Meanwhile, let me actually take that back. What attracts the slime to the edge? We're going to use the old iron golem trick. Slimes are attracted to iron golems. They want to smoosh their little iron faces in. Alright, so I'm going to need some fences and the stuff for the iron golems. Yeah. Wait, which level did I do that on? Yeah, that should work fine. Yeah, there's a little bit of iron back there. Man, scaffolding, guys. Gotta tell you, scaffolding. Ooh. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. I don't think I'll bother putting up the little cubby holes for the iron golems because we're never going to see them. Unlike in the last iron farm we did where we made them look a bit nice. I think I'm okay with these ones just being a bit fuggo. Can't see what I'm doing because of the smoke from the campfire. Oh, that's interesting. Ouch. Managed to do it, guys. See that? I got myself. Yeah, I guess if we have a golem there, they're going to get attracted to it from there anyway, so... One platform needs to be on that level. Is that going to get in my way? It might get in my way a bit, so what I might do is get more hoppers on the go, for which I'm going to need more iron. And we'll just bring this hopper line back and into this room here to a collection system over here or something. A bit more hopper intensive, but it'll give us room to just put a golem cage back here. That one we can make look nice. So we're going to be looking at him as we AFK down here and come to collect our stuff. Yeah. Alright, how are we doing for time? We're just on 2 hours actually. Time for a break. So let me go get somewhere safe, because if I stay there, chances are I might get attacked by a slime. All dude was waiting for me. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick break, refill my water bottle. Do I want to make a coffee? Nah, I think I'm okay for coffee. Alrighty, so let me give you a little dramatic angle here or something. That'll do. Alright, I will BRBs in just a moment, guys.